Last time on the Call of the Expanse, the mighty Gotz faced the incredible Finger Snapper. After a few eye pokes, cheap shots, and nipple twisters, Gotz broke Finger Snapper's fingers and defeated him in combat. Later, the final round began. Gotz and Ronk versus the giant called Tiny. Things were looking pretty bad for the orcs, but luckily Nathan was able to discreetly cast a few spells to aid the fighters. After a few big hits from Gotz and a final blow from Ronk, the giant finally met her end. Our story continues now! Yeah, so the crowd is screaming. All of y'all are standing there, fists in the air. Bradge is out there.
Freeze framed like the end of an 80s movie.
Hell yeah. He's out there. Bradge is out there holding each of your wrists up, slapping at all three of you on the back. The scene slowly changes. As the black fades, you hear the soft sounds of ocean waves lapping against the sandy beach. The wind blows, and you can feel the water drops lightly brushing your skin. It's a beautiful day for swimming or fishing. The smell of salt and fresh air fills your lungs. You stand there, still, for a few seconds and take it all in, until the familiar jolt of pain rushes through your body as you take a lash from a whip on your back.
Keep it moving, hole filler!
As the orc behind you wraps up his whip and prepares to strike again. The crack only makes you wince, and that would make any man fall to his knees and scream in pain. But you are no man. You are Ronk Phyllis. The whip tearing across your back violently brings you back to reality, and you no longer smell the ocean or see the blue of the sea. Instead, you smell rot and decay, and the shore's red. Carts of bodies take up your scenery as seagulls peck and pull at the flesh. Ronk, you stand there and try to get back to the moment of freedom you felt earlier until the sting rips across your back and wraps around your side. As it is ripped away, you are filled with hate and you see red. Against your better judgment, with a scream, you turn around to strike your assailant with your shovel, but he is too fast for you. Your brother, Miav Marcus, has always been better than you, and he knows how to push your buttons. He has enjoyed making you miserable since day one, and he has never pulled back. With a quick hand, he catches the shovel and slams it into Rock's face as she collapses to the sandy blood-stained beach.
You are worthless. You can't even wield a shovel. I'll die before I allow you to step into the fighting rings.
With your vision blurred, the last thing Ronk sees is the bottom of Miav's heel rapidly approaching her face. Sweet older brother once again puts Ronk to sleep. And we're back to the battlefield. I imagine Ronk is just standing there in a trance.
It's actually perfect because of how I wanted to start this.
As the vision of the heel from your memory comes cascading towards your face, there's a thump that resounds through your body as the hand of Gotz Burlick slaps you on the shoulder.
I didn't think we were going to get through that one without much more than a scrape, but it seems Tiny was an appropriate name even for such a big beast.
Yeah. Just another day. I ain't dead yet. It was a good fight. Ronk throws an elbow back, hoping for a bump from Gotz.
He takes your elbow in one of his big hands and gives it a hearty shake.
Ronk looks out to the crowd, some of which I'm sure are starting to walk their separate ways and whatnot, but looks at the people still screaming, looks at the splash zone covered in blood, and she gets one of them single tears in her eye and just lets out a big
I could also use a beer.
Nathan's gonna hop down from the podium, and he's gonna like slap you both on the shoulders. Good going, boys. And then he's gonna like run over to the crowds. And are we allowed to use our new level up skills, or are we sleeping first?
Go for it.
So Nathan's gonna hop down, slap them on the shoulders, say that, and then like quickly walk past them to the people that are still like on the outside of the ring, like cheering and stuff. And he wants to sow a rumor.
Ooh, tell me about that.
It just seemed like the right thing to take for Nathan. So for sow rumor, you spread rumors which may or may not be true about a specific subject. The subject of your rumor is not currently the subject of any contradictory rumors. Or if the subject of your rumor is not currently the subject of any contradictory rumors, it takes as long as it would normally take to gather information, typically 2 hours. At the end of which the GM rolls a secret deception check to see how well you spread the rumor. If the rumor matches any current rumors about the subject, it takes less time to spread the rumor. The rumor I want to spread is that these are the greatest fighters in Galarian.
Cool.
Because these are his clients, and he wants them to be well known.
Right, so he's just like spreading the names.
He's essentially just he's doing a promo.
Nice.
If you are attempting to overtake a particularly popular and contradictory rumor, it takes much longer and may be impossible. The DC similarly increases or decreases depending on how plausible your rumor is. Your rumor, critical success, your rumor spreads like wildfire. Anyone who succeeds at a check to gather information on the specific subject learns your rumor in preference to other rumors about the subject. Your rumor persists for 1 month. If you succeed, you successfully spread the rumor. Anyone who succeeds at a check to gather information, it adds my rumor to the list of rumors they would learn about the subject. And my rumors persist for 1 week. Failure, rumor dies off. Never becoming popular. Critical failure, you're unable to spread the rumor.
So do you have to make a roll on this to see how well, or is it based on their
secret deception?
It's a secret deception. So you set a DC, and you use my deception modifier, which is 12 plus 12. And yeah, so based on how likely you think people would be to take that rumor, you set the DC.
Cool.
So if it's 10 or more, it spreads like wildfire and people just start talking about it like crazy. If it's not as much, it pops up just as much as any other rumor would. If it fails, it'd be like an obscure, maybe somebody would talk about it, and then if it critically fails, nobody talks about it.
But they did just see this fight.
They did just see them take out.
I'm giving
Tiny.
a bonus because of that. This is like an epic fight.
So basically, Nathan's gonna walk over to all of the people just around the ring, just walking around the ring, and being like, "You see that? You see that? Gotz Barlick, Ronk Filas, do not forget these names. They just took out your champion. These are the greatest fighters in all of Galarian. All of Galarian. If you have anything to say about these two, all I want to hear from your mouth is they are the greatest fighters around."
They're the greatest. Here we go. First roll. Metal orange die. This is the first one.
It'll be a natty 20. Don't worry about it.
I wish I could tell you.
You can't. I wish I could tell you it was a natural 1.
We'll find out soon enough.
Cool.
So.
Okay. I got it.
It's just cool. It kind of sets up a thing So where if we talk to somebody in another town, they might be like, "Oh, I've heard of you."
Yeah, which is
Right.
what
Which is cool.
Nathan has been wanting this
Yeah,
entire
yeah.
time, which is why he's like, have you never heard of these two? You know, whenever he's talking
Yeah.
to people, he's like, these are the greatest fighters in Galarian.
Yeah, that's a fantastic pick.
Yeah, it made sense for his character. So he's going to do that. He's also
Jump around.
passing out business cards while he's doing this, just like, if you need entertainers, there's no better entertainer than Nathan Dwimavel.
During all of this, Ronk is gonna like slip away past all the people, duck through, and go back to where she left her equipment. Pick up her bat, attach it to her side, throw the cloak on, and reach down to the skull that's hanging from her belt on the left side of the cloak. And face the rotting skull towards her and say, "Do you see me now?" Drop it and walk over to the bar or something, somewhere dark.
As you start to move away, you notice that Gotz is behind you with his arms folded. He's not really looking in your direction, but he's pretty close behind you. He's looking off towards the concessions and the bar, and his arms are crossed and he's frowning.
Well, it seems after we finished our fight that the line got pretty big. Might be a while before we get a beer. I hate this.
Nathan's going to walk up.
Nathan's not going anywhere.
Oh, he's not? Okay, never mind.
Oh, you got business.
Yeah. You have Bradge. He's got his arm around your shoulder.
Bradge, a reminder, human,
Yeah, he's a
big
human.
armor.
Let me read his description really quick.
As I recall, he was very Mad Max looking.
Yeah.
I mean, he's running a gang that's got orcs in it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
you
he's
got to
got-
be pretty hardcore human to run a gang with orcs.
He's got 2 orc lackeys that were up on the booth with him.
Yeah, he's
Finger snapper.
Fuck that guy.
he's a male human. He has cropped red hair, light hazel eyes, and he has an unusual scar on his neck. And Nathan, now that you're next to him, you notice that he smells of horses.
I was gonna say that it's gaping, gushing, and it smells like shit.
But yeah, he's wearing splint mail, and he wields a warhammer and a longbow.
Oh, Mr. Bradge. Or is it Mr. Hazel?
Bradge, that's it. Just Bradge.
Bradge.
Excellent work tonight.
Well, thank you.
Where did you find these two?
Just got lucky, I suppose.
That's how it happens here. You know, it smells like blood and death. Come to my office.
Of course, and you got wonderful cologne on, whatever it is. I'd like to get the label, if you would.
Okay, all right. Let's go look. I've got some. So y'all go down this corridor. Bodies laying on the ground. You see, like, some lizard folk dragging bodies around.
Nathan, looking around, says, beautiful decor, and, like, gives him a little wink.
That's how we do business around here. Hope you're okay with it.
Of course. It's what I'm used to. Feels like home.
Great.
And where are the other two, us two?
What were y'all doing? Y'all were talking together, right?
Just on the edge of the ring, maybe looking at the concessions.
Yeah, that's where y'all are. Just hanging out on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you all walk into Bradge's lounge. He's got all kinds of liquor on the wall. You walk in, on the wall you see names. On the wall you see names like Shirt Ripper, Bloodlust, Stormheart, the Maniac, White Devil, the Phantom, Hip Muncher, Finger Snapper, and Tiny.
Shut Ripper.
I know, I was like... As I was typing these, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Shirt Ripper!
Just as soon as I heard Finger Snapper's name on that wall,
Wins.
it's just like,
Yeah, and you
I
notice...
fucking hate that guy.
Nathan, as you walk in, You notice all of the names are crossed out, except for Hip Muncher, Finger Snapper, and Tiny. One of the orcs walks up to the board and starts scratching those 3 names out. Hey, you want a drink?
Yeah, actually, would you happen to have Daggermark Drip?
Ooh.
I've been trying to research drinks of Galarian.
Oh, yeah. Well, being as what this place is, it looks like they get what they want. They steal, they kill. So I'm going to give it a very high percentage. Yeah, this one.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had one of those since the last time I was in Molag Ma.
All right. He snaps the other orc, grabs a couple tumblers, pours a couple drinks. He walks up to his... It's not a fancy desk, because you can't imagine this guy does a lot of writing. It's just a table in front of a chair that he likes to put his drinks on. He sits down, motions to a chair across from the table from you, puts his feet up on the table, goes up for a cheers.
He clinks.
Salud. So he's just staring at you. He's just kind of shaking his drink, staring at you. All the while, the orc behind him, crossing out Hip Muncher, Finger Snapper, Tiny. And he starts to write Ronk, Phyllis, Gotz, Burlick.
So, Bradge, we came here tonight in search of information about, Gaji in McCady.
The way he's sitting, he gets a little tense. And then he looks at the other 2 orcs that are in the room and he just kind of nods his head. And they oblige. They walk out of the room, close the door. Now, normally I don't talk about this, but you brought a lot of money into this place tonight.
I'm sorry if it is a sensitive subject. I'm just trying to get some information.
Favor for favor. I feel like I owe you. What do you want to know?
I've heard recently that Gaji is it he's the orc one,
Yeah.
not the short man. I heard that he recently got kicked out of town, and I was wondering if you might know where he might be.
I don't think he went very far. He must be outside of the city somewhere. I mean, it's dangerous out there in the jungle. You need a crew if you're going to go deep in the jungle. There is absolutely no way a couple people can just stroll along. And he's smart. Very smart.
He's smart, is he?
He knows not to go deep in.
So, another question I have then about that. If you're needing a crew to go out into the jungle, are there any people in this town that would want to help him?
No. Why are you looking for him?
I'm looking for something. And he may be on the trail of what I'm looking for. We had another person that we thought might be the one, but they're dead now, so they didn't have it. Heads on a wall somewhere. That doesn't matter. What I found out is that he's the next one on the list. Well, him and his little dwarf friend.
A list?
It's a very short list. He's now the list.
What are your intentions with this list? And I want you to be very careful about the next words that come out of your mouth.
I mean, with all due respect, I'm going to be as honest as possible here. My intentions are to find the man, ask him a few questions, see if he found what we're looking for. If he starts a fight, we're going to kill him. And if he doesn't, we're going to take the stuff that he has.
Bradge sets his drink down, just thinks for a bit. Keep him alive.
Keep him alive? For what reason?
Looks around a little bit. Even though he knows nobody's in here, he means a lot to me.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to bring up a touchy subject. when I was asking around about this man, I heard I should talk to you about him since he was part of your crew before. I didn't
He
realize
was
that.
my second in command.
Oh, shit. Sorry, sir. I didn't realize. I mean, we'll do our best. If I can convince him to come back, that's fine. The only thing I need from him is information.
He can't come back.
So is there something you were wanting me to say to him, then?
Nothing. Just don't kill him.
If you don't mind me asking, why did you kick him out of your crew? I mean, orc to leader of orcs here. Well, half orc. You know. But he must have done something pretty bad to be kicked out of a joint like this. You got people killing each other left and right. You got a bunch of orcs, like, hanging out. Like, what could an orc do to get kicked out of a group like this?
I can tell you. But
I'd have to kill you.
you read my mind. I can tell you. And if I hear it from anyone else, I'll know it's you. I will know it's you. Because everyone else that knew died.
Mr. Bredge. Sorry, Bredge. Let me just tell you a little something about myself.
I'm giving you a chance here because you seem to know what you're doing out there. We could use talent like yours. The other guy, you know what he's doing tonight?
I'm gonna guess either sleeping with the fishes, mingling with some worms, being eaten for lunch.
It's pretty good. He's actually doing all of that.
There you go.
Couple arms here, couple arms there, legs,
Oh, so he's mingling about.
all over the place.
And Nathan's gonna lean forward, take a sip of his drink. Let me tell you a little something about myself. I don't think I got to introduce myself officially. My name is Nathan Dwimavel, follower of Norgorba. If there's anyone you could tell your secrets to, I promise you, it's me.
I wonder if Asmodeus is a friend to that god. I imagine. Because one thing I forgot to mention is there's like spray paint of the equivalent of spray paint of Asmodeus symbols all over the place.
How do you Norgorbor?
Norgorber.
I've heard of that.
I know.
Norgorber is the god of secrecy, of secrets and deceit.
Yeah.
To tell one's... In order to be a follower of Norgorber, one must hold a secret that they equate to the value of their own life, that they must never reveal, paramount to their faith. They are essentially the religion of not telling other people shit.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
in this sort of deal where you're saying if he doesn't keep this secret, he will die. Of course, he's not going to tell the secret because it's against. Not only does he not want to die, but it's against his. It's against his religion.
It is literally anathema to who he is as a person to share information that is regarded as a secret.
That's so cool. So Bradge sits for a second and thinks. Norgerber, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know of that one. Into secrets. I don't know why it feels like you're supposed to be here right now. The real reason why Gaji was exiled, it's not because of stealing or betrayal of any sort. I exiled him. People criticized me for that. Obviously, I've killed for less. Those people are dead. No. Gaji, not only was he second in command, he was my lover.
I understand.
I do not want this to leave this office.
Nathan nods.
He was getting tired of keeping our relationship secret. He left me for that fucking dwarf! He slams on the table.
Is there anything you want me to say to him? I mean, if we can get him to come back, like...
Everything's already been said. He can't come back. That would show extreme weakness on my part. I don't care about the dwarf.
Well, you have to understand the difficulty here. If my people end up killing this McCady guy, then won't your guy, Gaji, won't he get mad? If he gets mad and he tries to fight us, I mean, you've seen my men.
Oh, he will.
All they care about is fighting, and there's only so much I can do to stop them.
Give me a diplomacy roll.
19.
19. Okay. Bradge takes his drink, his empty glass now, reaches into his desk, grabs an unmarked bottle, fills it halfway, throws it down really fast. I get it. Sending him out into the jungle was a death sentence anyway. I know he's not going to stop if you kill that dwarf.
Let me just offer this advice, man to man. I also have someone back home. And the hard thing with love is sometimes to keep them safe, you need to have them more than a few thoughts away. And a lot of times, you don't get that love returned to you.
Do as you will, do what you have to. But if you have a choice, don't kill him.
I'll do my best. And I mean that honestly.
Anyway, I'm going to show you to your rooms. Stands up, claps. Got a big night tomorrow.
And I'll see if my people need a place to stay.
All right.
Are you sure you don't want me to try and say something to him?
I mean, you realize him coming back, I would have to give up all of this. My empire. Do you think these men, these orcs, these warriors would respect me?
I think you misunderstand me. I'm not asking you to give up anything. I understand your position. That's why I haven't seen my lady in over 14 years. All I'm asking is, do you have a message for this Gaji?
No. The message was clear when I kicked him out.
Okay.
As you start to leave, he stops you, reaches for your favorite drink, hands you the bottle.
Ooh, dagger mark drip.
Yeah.
It is now canonically Nathan's favorite drink.
And he hands you 29 platinum.
Ooh. Just a lot of platinum.
Hey, Gotz. Where's the slimy one?
Gotz is looking left and right, checking around.
Whatever. He'll turn up again soon enough, I'm sure.
Oh, the line's moving.
Closer and closer. Hey, what say you, Ronk? You and I, maybe we have a little drinking competition.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sure, fine.
Show these small-bodied, weak-willed ones what real muscles can handle.
Do you think we can get the drinks for free?
People are timidly, walking up to you with, drawn pictures of each of y'all, wanting signatures.
Ronk's just wiping blood off of her hand.
They're like, whoa!
Yeah. Here's a tiny one for you.
Gotz sees the people walking up and he's like,
An autograph? Yes?
Yes, Mr. Ronk.
Tell you what. You get your big strong daddy to buy me a beer, and we've got a deal.
I don't know who my daddy is. I come here every night all by myself.
Well, I hope you can buy me a beer. Wouldn't you like to make your hero happy?
Yes.
He's going to reach around to somebody.
whoa, that costs extra.
He sees a passerby. He's going to try to pick their pockets. He fails.
This kid's just getting beaten and we're
So-
watching.
Gotz
Anyway.
Gotz sees this kid immediately upset an adult who turns around and starts to set on this child, and he just puts a hand the size of this guy's head on his face and just pushes him back.
Yeah, this guy was about to backhand the kid, and he looks up.
Easy now. He's with me.
No problem. Good fight, by the way.
Thank you. I think you might have scarred the little one a little bit. Maybe we could make things right, huh? I think there's no reason to be upset at each other after such a momentous occasion.
No, of course not. Misunderstanding. Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, of course. I'm so grateful. Maybe I see you are on your way back from concessions.
It's only like 4 beers.
I think maybe 3 of those, and you should sit down with me and my friend.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course, you're more than welcome to join us.
You can take all of them. Take all 4.
Oh, what kind people this town has.
This guy's shaking. He's terrified right now.
Yeah, very good. I'll get 2 of those. I guess you could have the other ones.
But what will my little friend drink? We'll start one apiece. Tell you what, one moment.
And Gotz is going to there's a waitress walking by carrying a bunch of beers, and he's just gonna put a big hand on her shoulder.
We're sitting over there. Keep them coming, huh?
Oh, yes, of course. Big win tonight, huh?
It won't be the first. Ronk,
We drink.
we have a contest.
Let's go.
So y'all are shown to your rooms. Unfortunately, one of the orcs takes the guisarme from you, politely, of course.
Yeah, fine.
Sorry, it's just, the boss, and it's his fun bucket, he calls it. Good
Yeah.
fight, though.
Right, thanks.
The orc, as he's talking to you, you can see he's blushing.
Did you need something?
Oh, no. Good fight. Good fight.
Yeah, I'm alive.
And he walks away.
Nathan is going to lean back to him. Look, if you want an autograph, it's going to cost you.
I want to... You know what? I'm going to keep my words to myself.
All right.
It's smart of you.
You have a great night. Just keep your wits about you around my people, around my lady.
Respect. Yes. He shows you guys to your rooms. Y'all get separate rooms. And yes,
Fantastic.
there's a big bathhouse. Big bathhouse.
Ronk's just gonna, if there's a table or something. Oh, first it's gonna turn out into the hallway and look to Nathan. Did we get paid?
Oh, yeah. Here you go. He tosses you 8 platinum and 5 silver.
Grabs the platinum and tosses the silver on the ground. So what's the next step?
Well, this Bradge fella wants us to fight again tomorrow night, but I don't know.
We have to find the goose.
Yeah, we do. We gotta find the odd couple. The dwarf and the fucking other orc.
Oh, right, and the other 2 heads on my list. Okay, I'll be awake. Just knock.
Okay.
Ron closes the door, puts her cloak on the table with the skull sitting on top of it. And as I said in an earlier episode, it's got 2 ram skulls on it also, but they're just kind of laying off to the side, and she's just staring at this skull that's in the center of it.
And none of them are clean or anything. They've got
No, they've still
hair
got
and
hairs.
flesh.
Yeah. Most of the flesh has kind of gone away, but
fucking gross.
Gotz, my star. You did great tonight.
I can't help but wonder who we could possibly end up fighting tomorrow night.
I understand, but it's tough because as of right now, I really would like to get out there and try and find this fucking dragon. I'm not quite sure where our next step is. All I know is this guy's out in the jungle, but here we are in the middle of the fucking Mwangi.
I'll be honest, I forgot about the dragon. Nathan, If the one they called Tiny was so big, how big is Biggie?
You know, that's a good question, Gotz. A question, unfortunately, I do not have the answer for.
I hope that's wrong.
You guys take a bath and crash for the night?
Is there a private bath?
Yeah, the rooms have private baths.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah, the big bathhouse is more for social.
There wouldn't happen to be a dry cleaners in this joint, would there?
I could take your clothes into the bath with me.
Sweet of you to offer, but not quite what I'm looking for.
Well, I do what I can.
There are not. You see, as you're walking by the bathhouse, you see people just dipping their bloody clothes in the water.
Now that's a bath.
This ain't no Clickland safari.
Nathan's wishing he went back to Clickland.
Gotz is going to walk into the bathhouse. No towel. Just kind of oblivious to others around him. There's, like, he reaches the edge of the water and there are a bunch of people there sitting leaning against the edge, and he just puts a big orc foot down in front of them and just kind of slides into the water between a bunch of other people. And they, like, slowly shift to the side and look at him as he eases his way in. And he's got an arm on either end of the, like, the outside of the bath, and he just leans in. And just, like, tilts his head back and closes his eyes.
Now that's good water.
What's the giant killer? Wow.
What where?
You, sir, killed the giant. It was amazing.
I wouldn't be one to be so proud of one called Tiny. I can only imagine what much larger and monstrous beasts. Can you imagine what the larger ones would be if Tiny was so large already? Amazing. There's truly so much strength in this world.
Well, yeah, it's more of a lame, overused joke, calling her tiny.
Why?
Oh. That guy sees that it clearly went over your head. It's good, sir. It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, Ronk will just be sitting on the bed, still with blood on her from the fight, staring at the skull on the table, and probably just pass out at some point because she drank with Gotz quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's probably around 3 in the morning when y'all went to bed because the fights lasted pretty late.
There's a lot of people in the bath for 3 a.m.
Nathan will go to his private room and hang up his clothes in the bathroom while he runs a hot bath in hopes of steaming out the wrinkles.
It's a good idea. Anything else y'all want to do before wake up in the early afternoon?
Who among you has a mighty tale of your conquest?
He says to the others in the bath.
Most of these guys, you look around, you see a bunch of leather jackets hanging around with the razor blade on the jacket.
Careful not to get those wet. It's a wrinkle.
We
Fully leathered in the shrinking.
Fat man in a tiny coat.
we don't do the fighting for the most part. We usually run the place because not every knight has willing fighters. As yourself.
Gotz kind of gets a puzzled look on his face.
Why not? Why would anyone want to go through life without knowing exactly what it is they could handle?
I imagine you've seen people shake, run away from you.
There have been a few.
People like that. They're not like you. I mean, have you looked in the mirror?
No. Why would anyone seek to enter a competition of physical might if they weren't sure they could win? And if they weren't sure, Why would they ask a question which they weren't willing to learn the answer to?
Oh, a lot of these guys not willing.
Gotz extends a long arm around this gentleman, pulls him in really close, perhaps a little tighter than he expects.
Why would you seek the ultimate truth from people who aren't even asking the question?
Dude, you're too deep for me, man. Speaking of deep, it's kind of tight.
Who could glean revelry, true understanding of suffering from one who doesn't even want to be there?
I get your point. That's why you won.
And the squeeze is just tighter and tighter.
I think our dicks are touching, man. Come on.
Let's see who the stronger dick is.
Oh, God.
No, shut up. There's a moment in which the squeeze becomes uncomfortably tight for a moment before Gotz snaps back to where he is. He lets loose and he gives the guy a overly large clap on the back with one of his big hands.
It's just a question, nothing more. But it was one hell of a fight, and I am tired. I think I'll be going.
Stands up out of the bath and begins to make his way out.
Roll a perception.
There's a dick in your butt. No, how can I miss it? It's a 20.
Yeah, that's enough to see people that were outside of the bath. They had their hand on the hilts of their weapons. And then as you started to get up and leave, they kind of release it and just let out a whoo.
As Gotz walks by one of these guards, he gives them a side glance and a shake of his head.
All right. Next day, guys?
Next day, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to say y'all wake up around noon or so. So y'all are up super late.
Just for the sake of, and since everybody has their own rooms, what time would you assume everybody went to bed?
It's around 3-ish.
I think Gotz would be up at 6.
Okay.
Probably just doing calisthenics in his own room.
Nathan would also be up a little earlier.
Ronk is asleep, sitting up on the bed, still facing her cloak. Just like drooling, mouth open.
Just Nathan would wake up a little earlier to get dressed, you know, get his hair ready. And
Yeah, the hot water worked out. Clothes are straight. It's fucking slick. This is obviously something you've practiced. You've been in worse conditions before.
he figures out how to make his suit look nice.
Yeah. So what's next, guys?
Ronk is still fast asleep.
I think Gotz opens up the door after his morning workout and he's trying to figure out if there's a continental breakfast of some sort downstairs, something to eat.
As soon as you open the door to the hallway, on the wall, you see a drawn poster of Ronk and Gotz just cross-armed, backs against each other, just looking badass.
Sick.
Tonight at midnight, the champions.
Does the poster have any more details? Like the champions versus who?
No.
Just the champions.
It has y'all's names, too.
Is there anything else you can glean from it? Any other words or anything like that? Like it is, you know, the Bedlam and Medan or any crap like that? Or
No. Just everybody knows where to go. You imagine, because it doesn't say exactly where, but yeah. Tonight, midnight.
the champions.
The
That's all it
champions.
says.
Beauty and the Beast.
Thank you.
Nathan will go. We'll leave his room after getting all dressed, and we'll go walk over to Ronk's room and give it a little tap. Ronk, wakey, wakey. He'll do a side. Ronk,
Ronk is fast asleep. It's 8 o'clock.
What time did y'all wake up? Because you said you woke up at 6, Gotz. And Nathan, you woke up
Probably
similar
around 8.
time. 8 o'clock. Okay. So yeah, it's like 8 something.
Yeah, that's only 5 hours. She's fast asleep.
Nathan like brings up his suitcase and do Ronk.
You just
You hear shit falling over and
Tumbling of aluminum bottles.
fuck. Door swiftly cracks open to Ronk's face.
Morning, princess. We got shit to do.
Yeah, right. I'll be right there. Closes the door, whips the cloak back on. Fully opens the door to this giant Grim Reaper-looking menace. Where to?
Well, Gotz isn't in his room, so he does this.
You're probably eating or something.
Probably. So they'll make their
Okay.
way downstairs.
cool. Y'all go downstairs. Gotz, are you still in your room? I can't remember.
No, in fact, as they go downstairs and they can see the familiar ring from the night before with the concession and all of that, you can see Gotz taking up the majority of a table, inhaling food at an alarming rate. There's a small crowd of onlookers still holding their plates that have a horrified look on their face that's also mixed with a nausea and wonder as they watch someone devour so much food.
Do they have any stew here?
I'll go ask.
Okay. Pottage.
Nathan will walk up to like the counter or whatever. Do you have any stew or any pottage?
Yes, we do. Brings out some stew. You don't know what it is. It's just brown.
Does
But
this have
you see-
meat in it?
Looks like meat. You see like a chicken leg in there.
Sweet.
Not like a fried chicken leg, but literally like a foot, you know? But as you look around, you see everybody just like hungrily eating it. Like nobody's complaining.
Alright, Ronk, they got your stew.
Chicken noodle soup. Great.
Now for me, do you have any like toasts? Like some toasts with some sort of meat spread, maybe some garnish on there, something, maybe
More like a pate.
like an avocado toast.
What do you think this place is?
Maybe some fresh eggs.
Do you need a Friskies pate? On your nice little wheat toast.
Friskies.
I like to take the bread and dip it in the soup.
To be fair, it's 9-grain multigrain bread.
Alright.
But yeah, if you got any bread, I'll dip it in this soup.
There you go.
Thanks.
Hands you half a loaf of bread.
So we'll walk over to the table, and as we're walking past and Nathan sees all the people staring at Gotz, it's like, he's just gonna be like, what are you looking at?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Winners. Looking at winners.
Yeah.
Should also say, as you're sitting down, there's probably between 10 to 12 plates, 3 or 4 bowls, and about 7 to 9 flagons empty on either side of Gotz, just kind of spread throughout this table. And he's still currently eating something, presumably the same stew, as it were, because it's a bowl of brown, viscous liquid that he's just shoveling into his face.
Yeah, Ronk's gonna sit down or pull up a chair to that same table and just like wipe a square foot of it off onto the ground, set the bowl down and get on it.
Yeah, Nathan's gonna sit down with his like bowl, and he's just gonna like kind of like stack some plates up to give himself some space, and he's gonna look around and be like, "Can I get someone to come clean this table or something?" He's kind of grumpy in the morning.
Non-canonically, but like when you push all the plates and bowls off that were like stacked up and they hit the floor and explode, I picture Gotz like stopping for a moment, turning to you and just being like,
I wasn't finished with that.
I mean, there's still food on them. I don't know why you stacked them up that way. It's fine. It's not all touching.
What are my champions doing eating this? You see Bradge walk in.
Oh, it's a big man.
Come with me. Come on. Leave that.
Ronk just takes it and slurps down the rest of it and sets the ball down nicely.
Nathan pushes it away and says, "Thank God," and stands up.
Gotz still has he's reluctantly walking away from his food. He has like a leg of mutton or something in his hand and he's still eating and he's just like,
Okay.
Yeah, so he takes you into another room. Just a few people in there. But it's got a big turkey on the table. It looks like Thanksgiving. Whatever you want, it's there. So many kinds of drinks. You see people, they're already boozing.
avocado toast.
Avocado toast.
And mimosas.
Avocado toast. And mutton. More mutton.
Sit, eat.
Well, see, we don't have too much time to sit here and eat because we gotta go find the orc and the dwarf.
Now this.
Did you ever find out where they were, Nathan?
No, not quite. Just in the jungle.
Ronk, let's not be hasty. There's no sense in heading out on an empty stomach.
Yeah, but if we're gonna be back in time for tonight's fight,
Yeah, actually, Bradge, I had a question about that. Who they fighting tonight?
That's part of the fun, isn't it?
Biggie Smalls.
I understand what you're saying, that's part of the fun, but you must understand I am the managers.
I mean, if we're gonna fight the orc and the dwarf, I would rather just go somewhere else and not go on another wild goose chase. Just to come back and find them here, you know.
Nathan, you get the sense that he doesn't really know yet.
Okay.
That's the fun of it.
Gotz, I have to ask you. Do you always do all your fights with that creature on your back? That thing, I don't know how it held on while you were fighting the giant, but my God.
It's like mid bite of something and he just
What creature?
On your shoulder.
Gotz is doing like a full body turn left and right.
No, not your right shoulder, left shoulder.
Looking around. He's just
I'm sorry.
You got that sloth on your back again, Gotz.
Yeah, the mini-man.
For the love of.
It's a fucking parasite.
Nathan,
he like puts his hand up to the side of his mouth.
a moment.
Nathan takes a bite of his toast, stands up, and like dusts off his suit. Walks over and just like leans up next to Gotz with his ear to his face. What is it, Gotz?
I forgot he was there, on my shoulders.
Yeah, he's been there the entire time.
He didn't get crushed.
Whoopee.
No, I mean, can you look? He's okay.
Oh my God, Gotz. Nathan's gonna look.
Nathan, he's just so small and so cute.
Is he okay?
I can't
Oh, he's
be
fine. Like,
can't be running and jumping and climbing if I have to worry about this one being crushed.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying we ought to take him back to that fucking click place.
But he won't let go. Remember last time I took him off and he clawed his way across my skin and then we let him go and that was fine. I don't care about
I've
the scratches,
offered
but
you.
Then he just was there again.
I've offered you a compromise.
Nathan,
I have a little bit of a skill in some crafting, and maybe I could make you like a nice little cape out of him.
Yes, not the same.
A little cowl. Ooh, fancy little cowl. Your cowl's getting a little dirty.
Nathan, that would not be a proper test of strength against such a harmless, majestic creature such as this. Look at him, Nathan. He can't even move that fast.
if sloths can purr, it's purring right now. And you do remember, like, leaving him before the fight. But everybody's saying...
I don't know, Gotz. I get a bad feeling about this little creature.
That would be all the challenge of skinning a rug. There's no honor in it.
Look, I know you asked for your privacy, but of course I have been listening. Yeah. If you're worried about him getting hurt, there's a really easy way to keep him with you without having to worry about him getting hurt on accident.
Go on, I'm listening.
Ronk puts her left hand against her right shoulder, showing the ram skull. Do it yourself and take him with you.
That's what I'm saying.
But he's already so slow. And then he wouldn't move at all.
It's an easy catch. I could do it right now if you want.
There's no challenge. No sport.
I guess that's true.
You're going soft, Gotz. You're going soft.
Nathan, if you weren't so handsome, I'd break you in two. But there wouldn't be any sport in that either.
It's fine to me. I'm really rather ready to go.
I don't... This isn't helping anything. Honestly, no to you, no to you.
He points at each of you.
This thing, I like it the way it is. Just not on me.
Ronk stands up. Maybe the true test of strength is getting through a fight without that thing being injured.
Or maybe the true test of strength is getting that thing to leave you alone, since it's...
Or maybe a true test of strength is getting through a fight without this thing getting hurt.
Maybe. I mean, you saw what happened. I talked to that magic man, and now I can throw... She grabs her bat and throws it across the room.
Just hit some random dude walking by.
And it comes right back. I've heard...
Reg laughs.
I'm trying to tell the story. I've heard tale about wizards in the like making creatures larger themselves.
So you think this is some sort of sloth of returning?
No, I'm saying, well, maybe. I don't... Maybe.
Maybe you ought to try throwing it as hard as you can.
But I'm saying there might be a way to make it even bigger. Big sloth. It'll look a lot like Dougie.
The gods know I never asked for this.
But maybe if you throw it and it comes back,
Where's
it's a
Dougie?
sloth of returning.
Dog!
Nathan, that's it. If you love it, let it go. And if it truly loves you, it comes back.
Is he gonna throw it?
I don't mean to intrude. Brad says, I don't mean to intrude, but y'all are terrible at whispering. Anybody tell you that?
Who's whispering?
Rock's just standing in the middle of the room with the bat still in the air.
I think you misunderstand. When I put my hand to the side of my face, this is not a motion of secrecy. This is a sign given to one who which you trust. Right?
Yeah, I got that.
Good.
Keep the creature. It's a good image. People know who you are.
What creature?
Anyway, don't kill anything that won't fight you back. Because, yeah, you're right. What kind of strength is that?
Nathan holds up like a chicken leg. This one put up much of a fight. Takes a bite.
Wow, you're so strong.
Anyways, so you have no idea where this man is. Mayonnaise.
I would imagine. I mean, there's a river. I don't know if you've seen a map or not, but we're
Nathan,
in a
this
small...
guy, he's insulting our intelligence. Or have you seen a map before? Or there's a river. Do you know what's in it?
Gotz, you forgot to put your hand up.
Sorry.
Yeah, everyone heard that.
Yeah, I'm not saying this in secret. You'd
Once
be
again.
surprised.
The hand is not for a secret. It's to show respect to one you trust. Everyone knows that. Right?
Brad's
Wrong.
kind of rolls his eyes.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Nathan looks at Bradge and mouths, "You see what I put up with?"
Yeah, Bradge rolls his eyes and puts his hand next to his face as if to tell a secret. And he speaks to you guys. The part of the jungle, we're just on the edge, but the part of the jungle we're around, a river cuts it off. I've never been past the river. Neither has he. I don't imagine he would pass that river. He's got to be close.
Nathan, what was the name of that other tribe? Not the little candy fools, but the other one.
Nathan pulls out a little journal. Looks like I got here a 2 Kimby.
A 2 Kimby, that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar.
Did your old friends ever speak of it?
Yeah.
You think that man, the orc is over there?
Who knows? Possibly. Wouldn't be a bad place to start.
Well then, let's get going.
Yeah, do you know how far that is?
Probably about a day and a half, 2 days.
Well, you may want to reschedule your fight then. We got work to do. Sorry about it, bud.
Kind of glares at you, but then he just sits back and smiles. All right.
Sense motive.
Sure.
Did you want... Oh, wait, I forgot.
Yeah,
He
go
thinks
do it.
his motive is he planned a fight for tonight, and it's going to take longer to get there.
It's 15.
You can tell he's a little irritated, but he kind of pushed it away for the moment.
Nathan feels confident in the fact that he didn't sign a contract.
All right, just don't be long.
We'll do our best. We hope we don't... Well, at least I hope we're not out in the jungle for too long. It's real shitty out there.
Gotz finishes what he's currently drinking and then sets it down, gesturing towards Braz.
Bradge.
Bradge.
Brace. Bridge. Brace.
Bradge.
Bridge.
Champ.
Right. That's what he said.
He points at Nathan.
Would there maybe be acquisitions for equipment? Do you have more merchants than those who serve food?
What do you need?
Well, we just came into a rather generous sum of money, and perhaps some of us could use with updating their equipment.
We can see what we have.
Do you have something like these?
And he holds up his arms, and his hand wraps of mighty blows are tattered and withered and limply hanging off of his arms.
Yeah, we might have something out back. I've seen those things before.
Listen, give me more gold.
How much, Gotz?
I will tell you once I open my character sheet. 65 more gold.
Okay. Nathan will give Gotz 65 gold.
Gotz, not really knowing what to do with the currency, just kind of shakes it at Bradge.
No. He calls for another guy. Another guy takes it from you. Follow him. He'll take you where the weapons are.
I'll be back.
So yeah, I'm essentially just looking to upgrade my hand wraps of mighty blows +1 to +1 striking, which jumps from the 35 gold of the initial cost up to 100 gold, so 65 gold difference.
Hell yeah. Anybody else want to do some shopping?
Ronk steps away from one of the vendors and has upgraded the bat further. It is now a +1 striking bat of returning. And she is poor. She's ready to go.
Nathan got a +1 potency rune on his medium armor, so now his AC is 21.
Gotz further upgraded his hand reps of holding, so now they are +1 striking.
Hand reps of holding.
Is that what you said? It's so true, though.
It's for holding his enemies. Hand reps, mighty blows. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Okay.
I said it so confidently too.
Please, God, take us out of here.
Emma, take my hand reps of holding and lead me to victory.
I want to die in the jungle, please.
Do it. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, so you guys do your shopping, head out into the Mwangi jungle.
Nathan, where are we going?
I don't know, Gotz, we're gonna go find that fucking orc and dwarf duo.
Dork.
Yeah, the information that you guys have, obviously, you don't know where to go. But you know...
The information you guys have fucking sucks.
Didn't Doug give us a map? Or no?
He gave you a map back to Jaha.
Well, I guess we gotta make our way back to Dougie. See if he can take us to this fucking tribe.
See if he's not dead already.
If not dead, at least he's got diabetes.
Marked for death. Is there any faster way through the jungle?
We could run.
Gotz.
I could go for a run.
Ron gets in a 3-point stance and takes off.
I challenge.
Okay.
Okay. It's gonna chase after them, I guess.
You're doing one of those holding the hat with one hand and swinging the briefcase in the other.
Suitcase like swinging behind him.
So y'all are fatigued. No.
Says who?
I could run all day, no problem. Once I ran, and I don't know how long I ran. I just kept running. And I ran, and one day I decided, I think I'm done running now. I think I'll just go home.
You guys are walking through the jungle. Heading
Running.
back.
Sprinting.
Running. Sprinting. So if we had to put ourselves on the table, where is everybody?
Just according to speed, probably be 15 feet ahead of Ronk and 10 feet ahead of Nathan. Well, that depends, because Ronk took off first. So it's probably Gotz, Ronk, Nathan, but not that far apart, because it would have been like maybe at the moment of like catch-up kind of deal.
Yeah, despite the fact that Nathan's like movement is higher than Ronk's, he'd just be sticking with Ronk.
You guys are running haphazard. Guys are running haphazardly through the jungle. Let me get perception rolls.
15 for Gotz.
13.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
What's it equal?
28.
Very nice. Nathan, you see some plants begin to move a little bit ahead of Gotz. And let's just roll for initiative.
Don't warn him. It'll be funny.
I was waiting for you to finish saying your stuff because I was going to yell out to him.
No, don't warn him. It'll be funny.
No, he's going to warn you.
Just kidding.
Gotz, hold up. There's some moving plants right ahead of you.
All right, Gotz, what'd you get?
A 24.
Nathan?
17.
And Ronk.
9. It's a good one. I know it's good.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
Gotz, 18 against your flat-footed AC.
That's a hit.
Will save, please.
15. Rolled a natural 6.
Ronk and Nathan, you see Gotz collapse.
Pardon? I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Collapse how? Is he just prone or is he unconscious?
Unconscious, just
Sleep.
down. You feel, you think, I mean, you just see him running and all of a sudden just bloop on the ground.
If he was tired, he could have just gone home.
With my perception check from before, did I see what happened?
All you saw were plants moving.
Okay.
And, God, so many windows.
I think I know what's going on. Maybe.
Ronk, 17 against your flat-footed AC.
Is it level 4 or lower?
It's a no.
It's higher.
Okay.
It's a miss? Okay. Ooh, spooky!
Like, where are these trees at? Where was the kerfuffle?
It was...
There-
Yeah, Nathan saw the trees ahead of Gotz moving. Yeah, just imagine y'all are on a thin trail that's been used frequently. You know, those really thin trails that's about a foot, 2 feet wide.
Yeah, like a game trail.
Yeah.
Like where like deer go through.
Nathan.
Nathan would like to detect magic.
Detect magic. What is it? 30 feet?
30-foot emanation. He'll move and detect magic, so he'll move up to Gotz, detect magic.
Slightest hint.
Where?
It's kind of far. It's in front of Gotz. You're barely picking it up, though.
Nathan, you here? Let's all give up and go back home. This is bullshit.
Can I do a medicine check on Gotz?
Sure. How many actions is it? Is it a...
I don't know.
Perception check.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like a perception check.
Okay.
But I got a natural one, so...
If you're just trying to see what's wrong.
Yeah, I was just trying to see what was wrong.
He's dead.
Yeah, Nathan's thinking that he may be dead, is gonna like nudge him with his foot.
Nathan, I'm fine. We just need to get the fuck out of here.
You don't actually do that. That was a good.
I know. I'm just, if it's sleep, that should be able to wake him up.
Yeah. You nudge him, he wakes up.
But
Oh,
You're
thank
just-
fucking God.
Laying on your chest.
So that's my second
Getting
action.
narcolepsy.
There's something directly in front of us trying to put us to sleep, I think. Last action, I think he's gonna drop to the ground and take cover.
Behind Gotz.
Behind Gotz.
Using Gotz.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. He's taking cover behind Gotz.
Ronk.
Well, Ronk wants to go into the trees and attempt to use them as cover to sneak. Ronk is going to move 25 feet forward, another 15 forward, step into difficult terrain, and sneak another 5 feet.
Roll to sneak, please.
23.
Okay. That was 3 actions?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Ronk. 29 to hit.
God damn. That's fucking huge. Well, yeah, you got it.
I need a will save, please.
20.
You fall asleep. Sleepy. Guts.
Got's still laying on the ground is going to look from where he is around him. He's going to see Nathan.
listen, keep Ronk safe.
He's going to spring up for one action and spend 2 actions to spring 80 feet down the path.
Ooh.
Free action perception check if I see anything else while I'm running down the path.
Go for it.
Fucking don't fuck me, dice. 13.
Just more jungle.
Got fucked by the dice.
Just more jungle. Oh, and Guts.
Just out of curiosity, do I see or hear like darts flying over my head?
Yeah,
And where are they coming from?
Yeah, say Gotz. As you're running, you look down. You see like 3 darts in your chest. And yeah, Nathan, you see as you're laying there, just
Do I see where they're coming from?
you would think behind you.
Behind me?
Why would they be in my chest then?
Because there's more than one.
I don't know.
Because they're also going after each of our turns. Which is another thing I was going to comment on.
Well, next turn, I'm running 120 feet, damn it.
Nathan.
Nathan is going to stand up and he's going to say, Ronk, where are you?
Am I allowed to answer?
You're unconscious.
Oh,
Then
you're
no.
unconscious?
You're right. I cannot answer.
I'd like to do a perception check to see if I can see Ronk. 18.
No.
So are you going to take that as an action or do I have one more action?
I have one more action.
Okay. He's going to drop down and take cover again.
All right. Ronk. I'll let you have one perception check.
15.
Sleepy.
Have you known my perception is shit?
Ugh.
When he was like, will save, I was like, fuck. Are you sure?
Also, +8.
You don't want a fortitude save instead?
You want me to do a flip or something? I can do a flip or something. I assure you.
Nathan, very close by, you hear 29. -4.
That's -4.
-4, so that's 25.
25, still hit.
So will save, please.
Ooh.
27.
27, wow. Okay.
Natty 19. This is a big
Damn.
one.
Here another. It's a miss. One more. 20.
Miss.
Very good. Gotz.
Gotz is running forward. He wants to look back and see what's happening with his friends behind him. Perception check. 13.
Damn. I mean, you see Nathan laying on the ground. You see him looking around frantically, I assume. You don't know where Ronk is.
Can I see the darts in my own chest?
Yes. Yeah. You, as you were running, you saw them.
Gotz is gonna look back and see at least Nathan ducking down for cover, and he's going to look back ahead of him while he's running, and he's gonna look down and see them bobbing on his chest, and a realization's gonna come over him, and he's gonna grab them with his hand and yank them out, and as he does, he begins to rage. And in his moment of rage, while on the path running, he jumps off to the side onto the nearest tree. And while raging, he has Raging Athlete. He gets a climb speed equal to his move speed. He scales up to the top of the tree and then begins leaping from treetop to treetop.
Do you want to just go get the Hulk figure? I think that would... My gosh.
Essentially, Gotz understands that the party is under attack, and he doesn't know where the attackers are, so he wants to get out of there to watch and follow to potentially help his teammates later. So he will scale trees and jump out and then attempt to either figure out what's going on, at the very least keep an eye on them. But for all intents and purposes, he is now one with the jungle.
Nice.
'Cause he can leap 25 feet per action.
25 feet.
It's a fucking long ass jump.
It's super long. That's
Jump 25
that's Ronk's
feet.
movement speed.
That's a normal leap too, not a long jump where you need to move and then you can jump your speed. It's just no, one action, 2 seconds, I can leap 25 feet. It's whatever.
Fucking monks can airwalk
Yeah,
eventually.
or cloud jump.
You hear something coming up behind you, Nathan. 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. Will save, please.
18. Wait. Yeah, 18.
Your will's only a +8.
Yeah.
You have less will than Gotz.
Yeah, he's not very willful.
Surprising.
I'm surprised too. I thought.
No, he's a gambling man.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, no, and he's a bard. It's charisma.
Hey.
He's not.
How many of those darts went into my sloth instead of into me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I will not hurt the sloth.
Doesn't hurt to fall asleep. Maybe once in it.
Nah, you were getting hit in the front. Oh, that's why I didn't mention it, because you were in front.
Yeah.
And you fell forward and nobody saw
He
it.
hit his darts in the chest. It's all good. I was just teasing.
One more action. To Gotz.
To me? In the tree? They have range of
Natural 20.
They have range of greater than 20 feet? So,
Will save.
Will save?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that guy could have been throwing a dagger from Absalom and it would still hit. Nat 20.
16.
Oof.
So, Gotz gets railed by a dart, falls 20 feet out of the air, hits the ground, and immediately becomes conscious because of the impact on the ground. And is now prone next to that tree.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Prone but conscious. 10 HP lighter.
Next. You hear crunching very close, and you just hear lights out. The Cursed Caravan uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc. Use under Paizo's community use policy, paizo.com/community use. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. The Cursed Caravan is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. The Cursed Caravan theme music and the beat you're hearing now is written by our very own Matthew. We would like to thank Michael Gelfi Studios, the world reference for tabletop RPG audio, for the music and the ambiance. You can find out more about them at michaelgelfi.com. Check out their Patreon and YouTube links in the description. Leave us a comment, rate us 5 stars on your podcast app of choice, especially Apple Podcasts. Spotify also allows you to rate and leave comments, so get on those comments, let us know what you think. All of our contact information is in the description. Thank you for being a traveler on the Cursed Caravan.
All I'm asking is, do you have a message for this Gaji?
No. The message would...
Your message.
The message was clear.